Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is February 27th, 2026, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor, please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right. Let's take a quick look at these charts and see what we see. This market has been something. Let me maximize this quarterly chart. And what I see here on this quarterly chart is green. I see a lot of selling pressure with this wick being here on this quarterly candle. That let me know that there is a lot of selling pressure out there. It just hasn't pushed this thing down to a point where I am really over concerned. But at this time, you should have your protection in place and make sure everything is staying whole for you. Again, pay attention to your trading plans and your trading strategies. Because look at here on this monthly chart. Let's get to this monthly chart. We can see that this is a lot of selling pressure this month. And this is right. Okay, I do see two candles here. This is the second month. In February, it didn't turn red on us, but that's definitely an inverted hammer that we have up there. We are still above the 9-10 moving average, which whatever you happen to have on your chart. Technically, that means we are still in a bull market, but we can see at this time there is a lot of selling pressure in the market at this time. We're going to have to see what happens next month, and that's what I see here. Let's go ahead and go down to our weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, we can see number I was talking about last week. Was this thing going to break out or break down? I was looking at these different patterns that was happening here. I believe it was on this weekly chart where I was probably looking at this at and we had popped with this candle here, had gave us that little breakout. Again, we have come down and all the way down. The thing is, do we have another week where this thing is going to go sideways, or what's going to happen here? We're going to be starting next month, and we're definitely going to be starting next month below pivot. So it's more, to me, just my opinion, it's more likely that this thing may drop down here to a support one level, break to the downside, and end up again. We can look at this. Let me delete some of this right now. We can look at this thing having a trend line maybe down here, and we're at the bottom of this trend line right now. So come next week, we should know if this thing is going to actually break this trend line down here and end up coming down to this point here. Or will we get a small little doji candle and get us back above pivot? Because definitely we should be coming up next month opening somewhere below pivot but will we get back above pivot, and where this thing will want to give us a pop, and it's going to have to be a pretty large pop now in order to get back above these highs like it's been doing in the past. So it's kind of we're going to have some really special event for this thing to do something like that. And it's usually based on the way I trade and the way I see the market. A lot of times things I try to do, it ends up going against me, dropping down before it goes up. I just leave it at that. I start getting too much into things that I normally see when I try doing something. That's why, again, you wait based on your trading plan and your trading strategy. Learn to wait on that confirmation candle at times. No trade recommendation there. Just again, based on your trading plan, your trading strategy, do as you need to do. But let's go ahead and go down to this daily chart and see what we see on this daily chart. I just want to go in here for the last couple of weeks here. Today was a crazy day in that this week we had a big red candle. That's this red candle right here, when we had this bullish engulfing, and that's why I was thinking maybe we can go a little bit higher but we ended up going down. And then we had a couple of days of this thing trying to pull back up, ended up getting above that bullish candle but didn't close above there. So again, this whole thing didn't work at all. Like I said, a lot of these patterns that we normally see in the market that works out usually pretty good. At this time, with this market being in this little downward slide, playing to the upside, it's just not working at this time. You have to take smaller profits when you do see a good buy based on your trading plan and your trading strategy. Don't expect it to go as far as it normally would go if you plan the long side. The short side is probably a better play, but again, no trading recommendation there. Just again, based on your trading plan and your trading strategy, maybe you need to tighten up things just a little bit at this time and all. And that's what I see. Come next week, though, what I see right now, this is our pivot next week. I do see us trading way down here, somewhere on the pivot. So again, I would almost be expecting this market to drop a little bit. And where are we going to drop to if we drop? Again, this market has been dropping down to at least, a support 1 level. So that's down here somewhere. And if we end up dropping even further down to a support 2 level, that's right there where I just slid it down there and let my arrow point at that yellow line down there. So that's gonna, if that happens, that's gonna almost confirm, that we are in a real downward trend. This thing kind of tried to pop out of there these 2 days, and that's the other reason I had put the 50 on here, but on this daily chart, because what I can see is that this thing came down to this 50, and on this red day it went below the 50. Then the next day it ended up popping up for a couple of days, then here again on Thursday, I don't know what the news or what the announcement was. This thing ended up coming back down here below the 50 today, kissed the 50, and ended up closing somewhere below the 50 at this time on this daily picture. So again, that's the reason I'm throwing this 50 on here, because it may be significant or it may not be. Again, all based on your trading plan and your trading strategy. Just trade accordingly. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I really want to share at this time. Hope you guys having a great week. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you later. This is Right Side Trader. Have a good one. Bye. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.